Welcome to Laos. Before we begin exploring this peaceful land, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can join us on future journeys. Laos is where the past and present blend gently together, where ancient stories passed down through generations still echo within the slow rhythm of everyday life. Every mountain, every river, and every temple carries a fragment of history and a cultural imprint preserved over time. As you explore Laos, you'll encounter powerful waterfalls hidden deep in the forest, quiet riverside villages, endless fields resting beneath limestone peaks, and vast caves filled with countless mysteries. This landlocked country is home to rich river systems and ancient forests. The Mekong River serves as the lifeline of the entire region, nourishing agriculture, connecting communities, and shaping iconic landscapes such as Phapheng Don. Laotian culture shines through the monks' morning alms ritual, seasonal festivals, and the warm hospitality shown to visitors. In many areas, traditional crafts are still practiced, reflecting a deep connection between people and the natural world. And as your journey begins, you'll soon realize that every step reveals a new perspective waiting to be discovered. Before we move on, here's a quick question for you. Which region of Laos is famous for having more than 4,000 islands? Muang, Ngoi. Located along the Nam U River, Muang, Ngoi remains one of Laos' lesser-known corners. With no electricity grid and access only by boat, the village creates a gentle sense of seclusion for anyone seeking peace and quiet. In the 18th century, this place served as an important stop for merchants and as a cultural and commercial link between the Lao Kingdom and Myanmar. That past has helped shape the unique identity of the community today. Nearly 70% of residents rely on agriculture, with each household cultivating around 2.5 acres on average. Their farming lifestyle shows a close, enduring harmony with the surrounding landscape. Every year, the village hosts several traditional festivals, including the Lao New Year, Pi Mai. Visitors arriving in the right season can join the lively celebrations and feel the warm, simple hospitality of the locals. Kuang Falls. Near Luang, Prabang, Kuang Falls stands as one of Laos' most popular destinations, known for its turquoise water formed by minerals in the limestone. The forested surroundings add a soothing calm to the entire area. The waterfall drops roughly 200 feet across multiple tiers. The third tier, about 50 feet high, is the most striking among them. Trails along the hillside allow visitors to view the falls from various angles. The area boasts a rich ecosystem with more than 50 plant and animal species. At the base of the falls lie natural pools where travelers can swim in the cool, clear water. Beyond the scenery, the site is also a refuge for Asiatic black bears rescued from mistreatment. Locals care for them here, giving Kuang a layer of meaning that goes beyond beauty alone. Vieng. Stretching along the Nam Song River, Vieng has long been a favorite stop in Laos, especially for adventure seekers. Its fresh air and lively atmosphere make the journey all the more memorable. Travelers come for outdoor thrills like kayaking, floating down the river, or jumping from cliffs nearly 50 feet high. Thousands arrive each year, their laughter blending with the sound of rushing water like an endless summer soundtrack. But Vieng is more than adventure. The region once played a notable role in Lao history and is home to several ethnic minority communities whose traditions have been preserved for centuries. The town sits in a valley at about 1,200 feet above sea level, surrounded by towering limestone mountains that form a dramatic backdrop loved by nature enthusiasts and casual visitors alike. Local festivals add another dimension to the experience. Their vibrant atmosphere draws visitors into community life, showcasing Lao cultural diversity through music, rituals, and daily traditions, making a stay in Vieng even more complete. The Gibbon experience. In the forests of Bokeo, the Gibbon experience offers the chance to glide across zip lines that rise nearly 300 feet, giving you the perspective of the tropical canopy. From above, the endless green landscape opens up wide, perfect for nature lovers. This area is home to the white-handed gibbon, one of the world's rarest primates and a species facing serious risk of extinction. Seeing them in their natural habitat is a rare and unforgettable moment. The journey also includes more than 16 miles of hiking trails and dozens of suspension bridges. These paths lead deep into the protected forest, allowing visitors to fully appreciate its rich biodiversity. Beyond nature, the experience is tied to the lives of traditional tribes who inhabit the region. This cultural layer adds meaning to the adventure, giving travelers insight into the people and heritage of the area. Nam Khan National Park. Hidden within Bokeo, Nam Khan National Park is one of the few places on Earth that still preserves exceptionally high biodiversity. Many plant and animal species here remain largely unstudied, making the journey feel constantly fresh and full of discovery. The park spans about 97,000 acres, covered by lush tropical forest. It is home to hundreds of rare animal species, forming a vital conservation area. This land once belonged to indigenous tribes, preserving cultural traditions that reflect the region's long and layered history. Because of that, a visit offers more than scenery. It brings you closer to the cultural identity of the area. A highlight here is the presence of gibbons and other rare primates. Encountering them in the deep forest is both surprising and memorable. Visitors can also experience traditional local lifestyles through crafts and cultural festivals. The blend of untouched forest and living heritage makes Nam Khan National Park an inspiring destination for explorers. Nong Khiaw. Along the gentle Nam Ao River, Nong Khiaw appears like a quiet retreat where travelers naturally slow down and rediscover calm. Its dramatic riverside scenery draws visitors looking for fresh air and stillness. The village covers about 4,200 acres and holds a lively ecosystem with more than 200 rare plant species. This richness leaves a strong impression on nature enthusiasts. Surrounding the village are limestone mountains rising over 1,300 feet, forming a majestic backdrop that makes the valley both poetic and grand. The area is also home to Hmong and Kumu communities, each preserving distinct cultural traditions. The natural cave system is another highlight, especially Phartok Cave. Records note that it once served as a shelter for locals during wartime, adding historical depth to the visit. With its blend of untouched nature and cultural heritage, Nong Khiaw captivates those who enjoy both scenery and the stories behind a place. Thakhek Loop. Considered one of the most beautiful routes in the world, the Thakhek Loop turns every bend into a moment worth waiting for. The roughly 300-kilometer journey lets you feel the grandeur of central Laos at a relaxed pace. Along the way, the landscape shifts between dramatic nature and remarkable caves, keeping explorers constantly engaged. Limestone terrain, forests, and varied viewpoints ensure the route never feels repetitive. The region also holds many historical sites, including ancient Buddhist traces that reflect centuries of cultural exchange between civilizations. It is estimated that about 1,500 square miles of forest and abundant wild resources surround the loop. This ecosystem shelters rare wildlife, including the langur, attracting nature lovers. The area is also home to numerous ethnic groups who continue to maintain their traditions, adding cultural depth to the journey. Festivals, local cuisine, and daily life enrich the experience, making the trip not only beautiful but meaningful. Before continuing the journey, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the breathtaking scenery ahead. Fane. Across the Champasak Plateau, Fane appears as a powerful column of white water plunging from a breathtaking height, drawing visitors to pause and take in the scene. The cool air and lush forest backdrop create a wild yet soothing atmosphere. This is the tallest waterfall in Champasak, reaching about 400 feet, making it a striking landmark of the region. The surrounding area spans roughly 600 acres and supports a rich habitat filled with rare plant and animal species. Its biodiversity makes it especially appealing to nature enthusiasts. Scientifically speaking, the falls were shaped by geological activity and erosion over millions of years, giving Fane additional value in studying ecosystem evolution. Beyond nature, nearby communities are home to local tribes who continue to preserve unique cultural traditions. They offer natural products such as herbs and sweet fruits, adding warmth and meaning to each visit. Yuang Waterfall. Amid the greenery of Champasak, Yuang Waterfall emerges as a powerful cascade cutting through the forest, both raw and captivating. Visitors often feel the cool air and refreshing shades of green as soon as they arrive. It is among the tallest waterfalls in Laos, reaching about 318 feet. Water drops straight from the cliff, creating a dramatic scene that easily overwhelms viewers. Beyond its natural beauty, Yuang sits within a culturally rich area connected to Wat Phu, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, adding depth and historical context to the journey. The falls welcome thousands of visitors every year, proving their strong appeal to nature lovers and adventurers. The closer you get, the more the steady roar of water and cool forest air surround you. Its signature turquoise color comes from minerals in the surrounding limestone terrain, creating a soothing palette that makes many visitors linger longer. Local festivals are also held in the area, giving Yuang both natural charm and cultural significance. It showcases the untouched beauty and diverse traditions that define Laos. Limestone Karsts. In the valley of Vieng, towering limestone karsts rise like giant natural walls, forming a dramatic backdrop that leaves a lasting impression. Some peaks reach nearly 1,800 feet, creating a landscape that is both grand and unmistakably local. These karst formations were shaped around 400 million years ago, offering clear evidence of Southeast Asia's unique geological evolution. Their ancient origins turn the region into a compelling open-air stone museum. The area includes more than 20,000 acres used for sand and limestone extraction, providing important building materials and highlighting the region's geological value. Interestingly, during the mid-20th century, this site attracted explorers and scientists studying its geology and ecosystem. This shows that the appeal of Vieng's karsts extends far beyond tourism. Alongside their striking terrain, the surrounding communities offer rich cultural experiences. Visitors can learn about local traditions, daily life, and the deep connection between people and the mountains. Before exploring the next landscape, here's a quick question for you. Which waterfall in Laos is known as the largest in Southeast Asia? Phapheng Falls. Located along the powerful Mekong River, Phapheng Falls stretches out like an endless cascade across southern Laos. The roaring water and white mist create a scene that feels both intense and untouched. This is the largest waterfall in Southeast Asia, stretching nearly 9 kilometers in length and dropping about 69 feet. It also carries the greatest water volume in Laos, with roughly 1.3 million cubic meters rushing through each second during the rainy season. The area surrounding the falls is home to several rare species, most notably the Irrawaddy freshwater dolphin, which faces a high risk of extinction. This gives the region a remarkably diverse ecosystem cherished by nature enthusiasts. Another distinctive feature is the way the water splits around numerous small islands, creating a landscape that shifts constantly depending on where you stand. These alternating channels of water and land make the scenery even more striking. Beyond its natural beauty, the falls hold cultural meaning for local communities. Festivals and spiritual rituals often take place here, adding depth to the visitor experience. A visit to Phapheng Falls is a chance to feel the full force of the Mekong while also discovering the cultural heritage tied to this mysterious stretch of water, making it a destination that's hard to skip. Viewpoint. Hidden within the valley of Vieng, Viewpoint calls to travelers seeking wide-open views and a sense of gentle adventure. Reaching the top, it becomes clear why many consider it a gift from the mountains. The peak rises more than 1,800 feet, offering sweeping views of limestone ranges and the winding river below. The dramatic scenery makes visitors want to linger just a little longer. This spot once served as a refuge for Pathet forces during wartime, so it holds historical significance in addition to its beauty. More than 1,000 visitors come here each month, showing its lasting appeal to nature lovers and explorers alike. To reach the summit, travelers follow a 1-kilometer trail. The climb is somewhat challenging, but the anticipation grows with every step, knowing the reward awaits at the top. Namze Viewpoint is especially famous for sunrise. As the sun rises behind the mountains, the valley shifts into soft colors, and many visitors consider this one of the most memorable moments of their trip to Laos. Bokeo Nature Reserve. In the northern mountains of Laos, Bokeo Nature Reserve appears as a stretch of forest that remains truly wild, ideal for anyone wanting to touch nature in its purest form. Walking through the dense greenery, you'll feel life spread across the canopy, small streams, and cool shaded trails. This reserve is among the most biodiverse areas in Laos, covering about 950,000 acres. It is home to more than 1,500 plant species and around 200 threatened animal species, underscoring its conservation importance. In the 1990s, many international scientists came here to study and protect wildlife such as bears and monkeys, playing a key role in maintaining the local ecosystem. The reserve's terrain includes waterfalls and caves tucked within the tropical forest, creating a range of habitats that support rich plant and animal life. With its natural value and cultural ties to nearby communities, Bokeo Nature Reserve is a destination worth exploring. A visit here is not only about admiring the forest, but also about understanding an important ecological region of Laos. Waterfall. In the heart of Luang Prabang, Waterfall stands as a refined symbol of Lao Buddhism, inviting visitors to slow down and appreciate every detail. Its sacred yet vibrant atmosphere feels both majestic and welcoming. The temple is considered one of the most beautiful in Laos, known for its intricate architecture and vivid colors. Dating back to the 16th century, it was built under King Sethathirath during a period that marked significant Buddhist development in the country. The grounds span around 2 acres and include more than 20 halls and shrines. Each structure carries its own character, showcasing the elegance and craftsmanship of traditional Lao architecture. A notable detail is the Alwada boat symbol, representing the blend between Buddhism and local spiritual beliefs. It highlights the cultural depth and the way Lao people preserve their identity. More than a place of worship, the temple is regarded as a cultural emblem of Luang Prabang. Major Buddhist festivals are celebrated here, attracting visitors and researchers interested in its spiritual and historical significance. Luang Prabang. Every morning in Luang Prabang, you'll see more than 200 monks performing the almsgiving ritual, a daily sight rarely preserved elsewhere. Their saffron robes moving quietly in the dawn light create a cultural moment that feels sacred yet intimate. The city once served as the capital of the Lao Kingdom and carries deep historical layers. Since 1995, Luang Prabang has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its blend of Buddhist culture and French colonial architecture, reflecting the richness of its identity. Although home to only about 58,000 residents, the city welcomes a large number of visitors, with more than 3,000 travelers joining cultural activities each morning, creating an atmosphere that is lively yet still gracefully historic. Luang Prabang houses 33 ancient temples, forming a dense spiritual network within the town. Wat Sheng Thong is the most prominent example, both for worship and as a cultural symbol. Surrounding the heritage town are nearly 25,000 acres of natural forest, offering wide green spaces for exploration. The diverse ecosystem and mountain trails make the journey fulfilling in both nature and culture. Plain of Jars. Across the Shangkuang Plateau, the Plain of Jars unfolds like an archaeological enigma, where each step feels like tracing a past yet to be fully understood. The silence of the landscape gives it an irresistible pull. The site contains around 2,000 large stone jars, some weighing up to 1 ton. Many theories suggest these are remnants of an ancient, mysterious civilization. Archaeologists date the jars from as early as 500 BCE to as late as 800 CE, indicating a long-lived culture that used them for important ceremonial purposes. The plain spans roughly 50 square miles with multiple jar sites. Among them, Site 1 holds the highest concentration of jars, creating a landscape that is both unique and visually striking. Surrounding hills and cool climate add a peaceful atmosphere to the journey. Visiting the Plain of Jars is not only about uncovering historical mysteries, but also about enjoying the serene beauty of the Lao Highlands. Wat Phu. Leaning against the mountainside and facing the Mekong River, Wat Phu feels like stepping into a fragment of time where nature and history blend in a quiet, contemplative space. Its ancient charm captures visitors almost immediately. Wat Phu is one of the oldest religious structures in Southeast Asia, with more than 1,000 years of history. During the era of the Khmer Kingdom, it served both as a place of worship and an administrative center. The complex covers roughly 98 acres, stretching along the hillside with limestone architecture shaped to match the natural terrain. The remaining stairways, courtyards, and ruins reflect the refined construction techniques of the time. The site also contains an ancient irrigation system believed to have supplied water for agriculture and the daily needs of thousands of residents. The combination of cultural heritage and mountain river scenery makes Wat Phu an inspiring destination for those who love history and nature. Phan Don. Set along the gentle Mekong River, Phan Don spreads out like a maze of small islands where waterways and green patches merge into a peaceful landscape. With just a few minutes of walking, you can step from one island to another and feel the slow rhythm of life in this river region. The area covers about 81 square miles and is home to nearly 20,000 residents. Even with growing tourism, the communities retain their simplicity and warmth. Phan Don is also a habitat for the Irrawaddy dolphin, a threatened species with only a few hundred individuals remaining. Spotting one in the Mekong is a rare and memorable experience. The region is also known for Khon Phapheng Falls, the largest waterfall in Southeast Asia, spanning nearly 5,400 feet. Creating a majestic sight and a source of pride for locals. With its blend of untouched scenery, local culture, and unique natural highlights, Phan Don is an ideal place to experience a slower yet vibrant side of the Mekong. Phan 7. Across the wide-open plateau, Phan 7 stands out with giant stone jars scattered across the hillsides. There are roughly 2,000 jars, each weighing nearly 1,000 pounds, forming an unusual archaeological landscape that fascinates both visitors and researchers. During the Vietnam War era, this area suffered heavy damage and still holds more than 80 million unexploded bombs. Clearance efforts continue today to ensure the safety of local communities. The town sits at about 3,600 feet above sea level, offering a cool climate year-round, a pleasant contrast to many of Laos's tropical regions. This makes Phan an ideal stop for travelers seeking fresh, open air. Few people know that this region was once one of the earliest centers in Southeast Asia for crafting bronze Buddha statues. Some valuable pieces have been preserved, reflecting the area's long artistic tradition. With its blend of archaeological mystery, wartime memories, and gentle highland climate, Phan offers an experience that is both reflective and captivating for curious explorers. Our journey through Laos has come to an end, but what lingers is more than beautiful destinations. It is the rare sense of peace found away from life's constant rush. Quiet valleys, the wide flow of the Mekong, temple roofs glowing in the morning sun, and the gentle smiles of local people all come together to form an unforgettable memory. Traveling through Laos brings a spectrum of emotions: awe before vast natural landscapes, curiosity toward ancient heritage, and a soothing calm as you slip into the country's slow and gentle rhythm. Whether you love culture, adventure, or simply long for a place to breathe a little deeper, Laos always offers something that touches the heart. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you'd like to continue exploring new destinations, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next adventure. We'll see you again on the road ahead.